So we finally made it to the Virgin Islands. We got to our Airbnb already, did the whole setup and everything, so we came to grab some groceries. They already
show them the price.
Half a cart. Just a little bit of those things. Cereal, some meat and shit. Look how much we paid. $518. It is pricey out here. Grocery store. It's called Moe's Fresh Market. So come with us right now. We're gonna take y'all up to the villa where we're staying at. It's literally on top of the mountains. And yeah, join us on the ride. It's an ugly way up there, so we'll take y'all with us. Alright guys, so we're finally gonna get in the pool. So enjoy this warm, beautiful pool.
Guys, y'all should really go.
Ready? Ready, set, go.
Guys, that was so fun.
The pool feels so amazing, guys. So amazing.
Best
day ever.
So, girls, how y'all liking Virgin Islands so far? How do y'all like it?
Start recording.
You like it?
Yeah.
Guess where we're going tomorrow?
What?
Tomorrow we're going on the Rolls Royce and a McLaren.
Yes.
Tomorrow we'll be going on the McLaren and on the Rolls Royce boat. It's an actual car, but it goes in the water. It's a boat.
Wait, I always
jet ski.
It's basically like a jet ski.
I'm driving it.
You can't drive it, you're a baby.
Can I go with you?
Guys, yeah.
Can I go in the front?
Yeah.
Can I go in the passenger seat?
Yes.
Guys, I literally love my parents so much, and I'm actually really thankful to have parents just like them. So, like, y'all should. Y'all should.
Guys, she's capping. She's
No,
capping.
I'm not.
She's always
Daddy,
being a hater
Dad,
towards
no, I'm
me.
not. Dad, you should have a dad like this, just like a strong boy. Dad.
No, but these are my true blessings, and like I told y'all earlier,
No.
that we appreciate everything that God does for us, and you know, we appreciate Him providing us with work, and you know, being able to take tours like these. Right,
Daddy,
girls?
I can swim, Dad.
You can swim?
Yeah, look.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna drown. Oh yeah, you're a mermaid. So, about to jump in the hot tub. See what it do. This is the live view from my balcony to my bedroom. This is our bedroom. This is the view of the ocean. It's just super dark. And they put some lights in the ocean. Girls are finally at the pool. I'm about to have a movie night. Got some popcorn and some pickles and Oreos and stuff. So this is a coconut tree. Too bad they're not good. I would have fucking ate them all. Drank them all, I'm sorry. But yeah. This is it. Real beautiful out here. Nice and peaceful. Feels perfect out here just to enjoy this weather, the sound, the view. And of course during the day the view is beautiful, but at night, you know, you can hear the nature and stuff. So, you know, like I said earlier, you know, it's just true blessings. You know, pray every day, wake up every day, be motivated, stay focused, and you'll get there one day. You know, you achieve all your goals that you have accomplished, that you have said, and you will accomplish them. You know, just most important thing is just praying every day. Thank God, you know, He gave you another day in life. You know, letting you be successful, letting you accomplish your goals. You know, it's just, that's the key in life. You know, it's just appreciate what you have. You know, there's people out there that don't have nothing. There's people out there that want things that you guys have, but y'all don't appreciate. You know, that's one of the things I always tell my kids is always appreciate what we give them, because, you know, there's kids growing up that don't have nothing. You know, I came from a good family. You know, my parents worked their butts off every day. You know, I came from a good side, you know, where I got what I wanted. Not all the time, but, you know, most of the time. And, you know, it's just, there's parents out there that grind every day, work every day, and, you know, they still can't afford it. I know people that have 3-4 jobs, you know, and they still can't afford stuff for their kids. You know, that's why it's always a great opportunity to help people out. That's why I like helping a lot of people. You know, I see families out there struggling, asking for money, clothes, whatever. You know, I try to bless them the most I can by giving them money, by buying them groceries, you know, just little things like that, you know, can go a long way. And, you know, God, He watches over all that, and He continues to bless you because you bless others also. You know, same thing with clothes. My kids, they grow out of their clothes, shoes quick. So, you know, we try to donate it to families that actually need it, you know what I'm saying, that we know, close families that actually do need it, not just to give it away. You know, I'm against giving clothes and people going to go sell it to make money. Like, yeah, I understand, you know, it's an income for them to come in, but at the end of the day, it needs to be for the people that actually are going to wear it, that actually do need it. And, you know, that's why I always try to help people out the most I can, you know, bless them. You know, there's just certain people that I try to bless. You know, I ain't going to bless someone that's going to get that money to go buy drugs, alcohol, you know, stuff like that. Like, I ain't going to support that, you know. I went through that phase. I know it's hard. I went through that phase when I was younger, you know, through the drug and alcohol phase, you know, and it's just, it's hard to give it up, but you just got to stay focused. You know, I've been sober from drugs for 4 or 5 years already, you know, especially now that I have 3 beautiful girls. You know, I had to turn down a lot of opportunities for job-wise because, you know, of a drug test and, you know, hair follicle and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You know, I always tell people, like, in the type of business that I work in, you know, you got to stay clean. And like I tell them, like, if I can do it, y'all can do it. I went from the phase of, you know, drugs 4 or 5 days out of the week. Still went to work and everything. I was responsible. But 3/4 of my paycheck, or my full paycheck, would go towards drugs, alcohol, partying. Like, it's not a lifestyle, you know, you want to live. Especially, you know, me, I have girls. I got 3 beautiful girls, and I don't want them to see that that's normal and it's okay for when they get older, you know, with their dudes or whatever, you know. I just don't want them to go through that either. So, you know, it's just, we got to pray and pray and pray and, you know, thank God every single day for everything he gives us, you know. And, you know, we all be blessed, you know. It's, in this world, it's for everybody. It ain't just for one person, for 2 people, 3 people, for a certain individual. It's for everybody. As long as you wake up and focus yourself, I promise you, it's for everybody, you know. It's for everybody. But so yeah, pretty much, you know, this is a wrap on today's video. Tomorrow we got a long day in front of us. We're gonna head out to the beach, and then we rented like a jet ski car. It's an actual car slash boat. I don't know how that shit is, but y'all see it tomorrow. It's a Rolls Royce and a McLaren. So my mom tagged along with us. I haven't showed y'all her yet. I have not showed y'all her yet. I'm sorry. She came in about 20-30 minutes after us, so it was a last minute thing. My dad bought her a ticket for Mother's Day, and we told her, hey, come on, you know, stay with us. And, you know, we already got a house, a big ass fucking house, and come stay with us. So she tagged along and everything. So it's gonna be me and her in the McLaren because it's a 2-seater, and then my wife and the 3 girls on the Rolls Royce because it's a 4-seater. As of right now, that's how it's gonna be, but it might change. So pretty much, you know, it's a wrap, and like I said, we got a long day in front of us tomorrow. We went to the grocery store today to go buy some little bit of groceries, and then we're gonna do breakfast, and then we're gonna head out, go to the beach, and, you know, go enjoy ourselves. And, you know, we're on vacation, so yes, calm down, I'm almost done. So yeah, we're gonna head to the beach and then go do the cars and go have lunch somewhere, and then after that come back and enjoy the pool again, and then we're gonna go ahead and eat dinner. So I'm gonna probably make some cheeseburgers tomorrow. That's what my porks wants. My baby porks. Let's go inside. Come on, it's Cody's. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning into the video again. We're gonna try to record the best content we can. I'm barely starting, so bear with me on the edits and shit like that. So, but yeah, see you tomorrow. Peace.